I'm here at Ankor Wat. It's a big area, and this is actually the jungle temple. And it's one of the biggest temples of the world. Well, one thing which on this trip here in Asia is becoming more and more important for me is to explain to myself and to those who want to listen that there is a difference between God, seeing God in everything and basically seeing diversity, the union in diversity, and actually seeing unity itself. So most of us think that it's a great advancement of our new age, that we don't have only one God, that we actually are so free to see God in everything. We don't have to follow the doctrine, the one God idea. We can say there's God in everything. There's God in every animal, any plant, in every one of us. And we think it's a great advancement. And we don't see that this has happened many times before, and that it's actually always a back and forth between the unity God and the diversity God, I can say. And this, you can take Moses. He was given the role to start a new religion again in ancient Egypt, where they at that point venerating all the gods. So he was given the duty to restart the idea of one God and not many gods. But then Jesus, same thing. He came to a world where the Greek and the Romans were praying to all these pantheon of gods. Again, he was given the role to restart the idea of one God. Then, even before Buddha, he came to a world of the Hindus, and the Hindus were praying to a pantheon of gods, and he was again giving the focus of one God. And of course we go through all the incarnations with all the plants and animals and even deities and gods, but there is only one God. So Mohamed, same thing. First thing he said, stop all the images of God, because images give you the idea that there's many forms of God, but there's only one God, there's only unity. So it has been the same problem from the beginning. It's a back and forth between the idea of God, unity, and God in its diversity. But always, every time, takes an idea to its extreme. And now, again, we can say we are in a time where the idea of God as diversity has become something that is taken out of proportion, and it becomes a doctrine that you have to believe in a God that is in all of us, in its diversity. There's not one God. God is everywhere. It's in this stone, it's in me, it's in you. So it's taken the idea of God in diversity to its extreme. And we can see this is not just a philosophy, it's something that has a direct effect on our world experience. Because if God is seeing in diversity, diversity will be what dominates our life. And we can see this, that diversity has taken over or is taking over the life of most people, and they are lacking focus. So we have so many ideas, we have the internet, there's endless choices in the supermarkets, there's endless choices in books, in information, in TVs. So everybody is not able anymore to comprehend, to digest, to work with this diversity, and is lacking focus, and then people feel empty, they feel restless, they have anxiety, they need drugs to calm down, they need autistic behavior to separate and focus, and they cannot communicate anymore, and people are on the one hand repelled from this abundance, but on the other hand they're addicted to always more and more and more. So it's a difficult situation, but the essence is in our, like anything, is in our way how we view, how we visualize God. It's this idea of visualizing is very important. It's the central idea of informational medicine, that words and symbols and pictures have a direct effect on our health and happiness. It's not just like something you can choose. No, they have a direct effect on how we feel, how we experience our life. So what I want to give you with this video here from Ankor Wat is, think about the idea that we are all one, God is all in us, we are all gods. It's true in some way, but it's now overdone and it's not helpful anymore. And as it is in the beginning, in the Bible it says, the Word, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was by God, and God was the Word. And Word stands for information, stands for diversity, and God stands for unity. So it's a difficult thing you cannot really separate diversity and unity. It's impossible from a philosophical point of view, but it's possible from a practical point of view. So when you walk through your life, see God as one point. For example, the sun. Yeah, the sun, it's one thing, one point. See it and repeat in your mind, thy will be done, thy will be done, thy will be done. And see this point of light in your mind. And there is no diversity, it's just oneness. And this new form of visualization, of not seeing God in everywhere, but in one, in whatever you choose, take one symbol. This will change your experience of the world, as it has changed the experience of the world for so many people before. And it's overdue. It will come again now that the time is ripe for a new renovation of our worldview of God, just as it was many times before. And the main renewal always goes from diversity back to oneness, from diversity to union. And you can be there doing this now, and it will change your world now.